Hey there, it is Jer SD here, and I am your coach of the Seattle Pidgeots, and I am here for semi-finals of the IBL Season 6. Um, so last week in quarterfinals against my good friend Will, we managed to pull out the victory with help from Azel and a couple of other members of the squad. So this week we face fellow mod Sky, aka Skyhorse Tamer, aka Australian Cowboy or something. I don't know. He's Australian. Whatever. So we played Sky earlier in the season. If you remember, it was the game where I crit his Dragapult at the end, and then he forfeit at the end there. He's got the team with the Reggies. Let's just go to his team real quick. So yeah, this is his squad: Dragapult, Blacephalon, Uxie, Roserade, Electivire, Regirock, Regigigas, Mega Pidgeot, Tapu Fini, Cobalion, Crocodile, and Sandslash. When we fought him the first time, he had all 4 Reggies. He made changes since then. He grabbed Cobalion, he grabbed Electivire, he grabbed Sandslash. I believe those were the 3 that he made the trades for. Looking at it just on paper, kind of going into the team here, I realized right off the bat that Rotom, minus the Roserade and the to an extent the Uxie, but mostly the Roserade, Rotom really went in here. And last time, Tapu Fini was dealt with pretty quickly, but I knew that it was a setup set, and if it gets set up, it's quite a problem for me. Like Surf, Draining Kiss, Calm Mind, third move, whether it's Iron Defense maybe or something like that, really hurt my team. Even Tapu Koko in Electric Drain at that point, if Fini is boosted to like +2/+3, it kind of gets shut down and I kind of just lose at that point. So super scared of Fini coming into it. So Nasty Plot, Pain Split, Hydro Pump, and Thunderbolt on a pretty offensive Rotom. We didn't bring offensive Rotom too much this season. We brought Specs once, but that was about it. So I'm not expecting him to expect Nasty Plot. That was my thoughts. Also, not doing this live. I know I did the quarterfinals live. Depending on the situation, I might, but not this one live. So next up, Hawlucha. I don't know why I didn't bring this to the last game. It absolutely goes in. Close Combat, Acrobatics, Throat Chop, Sword Stance, with a pretty standard Electric Seed set. Enough attack with Adamant to, at +2, 2-shot everything except Fini on his team. Except like max defense. Regirock took 2 close combats, which is kind of crazy. Next up, Sugarberry, kind of support Tapu Koko. So we got the Timid Nature. This outspeeds everything after Cobalion, I believe. Or no, everything before Cobalion, excuse me. And that includes Blacephalon. Didn't need to outspeed Pidge in this one. So Thunderbolt, Dazzling Gleam, Defog, and Roost with the Shuckleberry for the Krook or for Earthquake from any one of his mons, pretty much. And yeah, so next up is my Blacephalon answer, kind of, is Spiritomb. Basically, Dragapult and Blacephalon get free hits off on my team. And that's basically, if they're the right sets, they basically just get free hits. So Spiritomb is here with Infiltrator to either disrupt a sub Blacephalon or a sub Dragapult, It checks Special Dragapult to an extent, and it checks Choiced Blacephalon that's not boosted, pretty much. So basically the same set I brought last time we fought, except Will-O-Wisp this time. And then Shadow Sneak does like 40 to Dragapult and to Blacephalon, and Foul Play kills them both. So if they want to set up a sub, obviously can't do that. So Scarf Blaziken is next. This outspeeds everything on his team, minus a Scarfed Dragapult or a Scarfed Cavalion or Blacephalon. Basically, it outspeeds Dragapult that's not boosted. And just Stab plus U-Turn and Knockoff hits everything on his team except Finny. So as you can tell, Finny is kind of the only thing stopping my sweepers from going in here. Hawlucha and Blaziken especially. Then we had Mega Garchomp, fast with lots of attack. This outspeeds everything after Roserade, I think, or something like that. I'm not sure what the actual EV is. I did it a while ago, but Swords Dance, Stealth Rock, Basic, Stab, Garchomp set that I like to run. Yeah, so let's just get into... Whoa. Spoilers. Oops. Yeah, you didn't see that. So we're going to switch sides, and we're going to put it on slow. So I lead with the Garchomp, thinking anything except Dragapult is very good against, or is Garchomp's very good against as a lead. If he leads with the Finny, if he leads with the Uxie or the Roserade or whatever, I just SD up and I kill it basically with the next hit. So he lays Dragapult, I go right into Tapu Koko. He clicks Draco Meteor, which he says in chat here that he actually didn't click Draco Meteor, and it just maybe a misclick or something, I'm not sure. But yeah, I just go straight for the safe T-Bolt, not wanting to Dazzling Gleam on a potential this thing coming in, maybe snag Para, and then I just swap out here into Blaziken. Basically, he can't touch. Well, I mean, Sludge Bomb, if he's offensive, does a lot, but I'm assuming it's bulky Roserade from the damage it took from Thunderbolt. So I go for the U-turn here as he sets up a T-Spike, which is fine because Misty Terrain is up right now, so it doesn't really matter. I go into Rotom here on the Finny in case he wants to set up, but I double into Blaziken, knowing he'll probably go into Roserade. That is what happens. He goes into Finny, I think, here. This time I clicked Flare Blitz just in case he stayed in. Still not revealing my set, but I'm sure he knows that I'm Scarred at this point. Yeah, so he goes into Roserade here as he pulls the same double that I did basically, just opposite. So he goes into Roserade, I go to Rotom, and here I go back, this time into Garchomp, and he goes off with a Sludge Wave. That damage kind of, like, I don't know, made me not cautious, basically, with Garchomp, because I figured that's, like, 0 attack, he doesn't have anything, and I figured Giga Drain as his final move there, with maybe Synthesis or Sleep Powder. So I Mega Evolve here, and I go right for the Swords Dance. I know I outspeed the Roserade, obviously, and he goes into Pidgeot, and I am fast, so I actually outspeed and kill it with Dragon Claw. So he had creeped for 90 base speed and not for 92, which Mega Garchomp is. So unfortunate there, to be honest, as he loses Pidgeot right away. I go right back into Koko on the Dragapult. He clicks Draco again, not wanting to risk that here. He goes back into Roserade as I go for Defog, getting rid of the Toxic Spikes, but obviously he's in Roserade right now, so he could probably go for Toxic Spikes, and that's what I expect him to do here, but he actually just clicks Leaf Storm straight up and does 56% to my Garchomp, which is huge damage, and kind of underestimated Roserade there. But I go into Blaziken as he goes with Finny. I go for a U-turn here on the Finny, knowing I'm not staying in on this thing. Obviously, I go to Rotom Wash, as he sets up a Calm Mind, which I was scared of. So I'm going to wash. He scouts here and clicks Protect, as you'll see right there. But I was not going to let him set up for free, so I go straight for the Nasty Plots, knowing that I can set up faster than him. So, yeah, I go for Nasty Plot again, as he goes for the Draining Kiss. Here does solid damage, 32, with no bulk, but then I'm at +4, technically. So I go for the T-Bolt, and at +1, he can't live that. Rotom is strong. So Rotom picks up the second kill of the match for us. He goes into Rose Raid here. I just go for the Hydro Pump. I figured he did not have Giga Drain, so it didn't matter if Giga Drain didn't kill me, first of all. And if he went for Leaf Storm, then I was free to kind of play around after that, because he would be at minus special attack. So I do 72 with Hydro Pump. He kills me with Leaf Storm. And I go for Thunderbolt here with Tapu Koko. But he actually reveals Synthesis. I kind of forgot that he could have Recovery here. I take some poison damage. He's Black Sludge. But here I actually make the play into Hawlucha, thinking he can't actually hit me for much at -2. So I can get a free Sword Stance here as he goes into Uxie. But I have Throat Chop specifically for this thing. With 112 defense, which is the kind of normal Uxie set, I 2-hit KO it, guaranteed at +2. So I'm able to take it out there. With 2 Acrobatics, actually, I didn't go for Throat Chop because I didn't want him to go into Rebellion. But yeah, Throat Chop was also there for Dragapult and for Cephalon. He goes Rose Raid after going into Cobalion to kind of try and get the Poison Point and lower my defenses a little bit. It still does over half to Rose Raid, resisted. And then I go for Acrobatics and he gets the Poison Point finally. Here he goes into Cobalion. Probably should have known that he was going to go into Dragapult, but I just click CC anyway. And obviously he's immune. Here I just go for the Acrobatics, knowing it will do good damage to Cobalion if he wants to go back into that. And it does about 65. And he does reveal Leftovers as Hawlucha goes down to Poison, taking out 2 members with it. And then Coco is able to come in here and take out the Cobalion with Thunderbolt. And it's looking good for us here. So Coco gets a kill here, and then Dragapult will come in and click Hex. Obviously poisoned, taking out my Coco, but I'm able to freely go into Blaziken here. I knew if I died to Draco Meteor, I could Shadow Sneak with Spiritomb, so it wasn't a big deal there. But I do live the Draco Meteor, knocking off his spell tag, and click Knock Up again for the win as Jordan Love defeats the Packers fan once again. That's hilarious. So yeah, so we're moving on to finals in IBL, which is crazy. I mean, it shouldn't be that crazy because, like, I'm a mod, I own the server, and, like, I should be, like, the gold standard for IBL players, but I've never actually made it past the second round in the IBL. So, we play either Zexion, Sexy Zexy, or Woodsy Noctowl in the finals, depending on who wins that match. And they haven't played yet. So, I am excited, as you can tell. So yeah, so we were playing Sydney Convictinis, and Toronto was playing West Virginia in the other semi-finals. So, yeah, we made it to finals, boys. We did it. Yeah, it's just, it's kind of crazy. I'm still kind of blown away. I didn't think that I would make it this far. I didn't make playoffs last year, but we will make it to the finals, and we will see you next week. I'm actually going on a road trip next week, so I will be in a different location, so hopefully I can get that recorded for you when it happens. But drop a like, drop a sub, and check out the playlist of this season if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.